Yeah, that was Brian Giammi, who is not here. Here is Garrett Amony, and I'm Geoffrey Card, and we are going to be playing the Westport Independent. See if anybody's in here yet. Probably not, because we just started. And Twitch is taking its time telling us. Nope, unavailable. Whatever. All right, so we're going to play the Westport Independent, which is a new independent game. And, oh wait, Taylor is here. It just wouldn't tell me about him.
It's not Westport Independent. It is the
Westport Independent. Yeah, exactly.
It's very, very important that you have the in there.
Yeah, because we tried to enter it into Twitch as Westport Independent and had no idea what was going on. Oh, did you want to grab headphones or anything?
I got it. I'm plugged in.
Oh, you want?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. He's got very subtle, sneaky headphones. Okay, so it's not showing up here. Let me make sure. Did I not add it?
Oh, hey.
Looks like I forgot to add it, so I'm adding it now. That's very small. We will fix that. Alright, well, this is just the ugly part that will not be in the YouTube video. Alright, the Westport Independent. This is an independent game that Garrett introduced me. I had no idea it existed.
So it looks like we're set in 1948.
Oh yeah, 1948, and we're newspapermen.
Extra, here comes the newspaper.
Fucking 40s radio voice.
40s radio voice.
The entire time. Choose profile, slot 0. Your game will be saved automatically between each week. Each week? I hope that's an in-game week.
Would be a weekly newspaper.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense, right. Yeah, I was doing like the Sunday edition or something. Oh, do I click on this? This is a work of fiction. Names, characters, blah, blah, blah. All right. Excellent. The loyalist government.
From the loyalist government. What is the public culture bill?
The public culture bill is a new bill that will come into force May 15th, 1949.
He's sort of
that has been greatly improved the quality of independent media.
I'm nervous. I want to kind of quick through this, make it faster, but I'm nervous that it'll skip the entire thing.
That will make it easier to create media products.
Okay, so we are part of an oppressive dictatorship of some kind, and we are attempting to be the press in such a place.
It's totally rocking that mid-Atlantic accent.
Yeah.
40s style. I love that.
What's your responsibility until the bill comes into force? Introducing a new bill takes time. Therefore, until the Loyalist News and Media Association...
Are we supposed to be able to understand this guy? Because on a really loud projector... Okay.
Content that may harm the appearance of the loyalist government. Do not put deceitful content that may harm the appearance of the... And do not put deceitful content that may...
I can skip ahead by clicking. Clicking is the thing you do with a mouse.
That strengthens loyalty towards the government. Do with content that inspires and...
What do you bet we're going to be trying to do the opposite of all these things?
Well, I think it might be our choice, right? Like we can try to be subversive, or we can try to be loyal.
Oh my gosh, we're censoring things. So this really is Papers, Please Journalism Edition.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
Wow, okay. Till the public culture bill comes into force. So this bill is going to make things worse or better? I couldn't quite tell.
If I could guess from everything we've seen so far, it would be that what we publish might have an influence on whether or not the culture bill passes, perhaps.
Dear editor, Phil has been putting up more loyalist propaganda in the office. You know, I can't stand it. Send it, pull it down. Put your desk together with this note, Frank. Okay. Denied articles. So, tutorial article number 1, censoring.
How do we censor?
One of the game's main mechanics is censoring articles. You do this by clicking on paragraphs that seem inappropriate. When censored, the content will be shown to the public. It won't be shown to the public. It will affect neither their opinion nor the government's suspicion of you. You also change the headline by clicking on different headlines can change the portrayal of an article. Okay. I like that they've integrated the tutorial into
their actual papers, yeah.
If censored an article, it needs to be transcribed. It's put in one of the name folders in the bottom right. You'll have different opinions. They'll be discussing how you run your paper. So they have lives to protect, so don't blame them if they don't wish to follow you to death. All right. So, loyalist government pursues harsher actions against suspected rebels.
You gotta roll the R on that. It's rebels.
Rebels.
Like an old Nazi war film.
So, a new reform is passed that will hasten the arrests of rebel supporters. The reform consists of exceptions in various privacy laws, allowing police to expedite search warrants. Most of these exceptions apply to ex-criminals with relations to the rebels. However, some exceptions apply to civilians who have expressed disloyal opinions against the government. So if we stop implying that normal people with scare quotes around disloyal could be in trouble,
Oh, wait, what? Oh, wow, we can, this is our first thing we can...
Yeah.
Okay.
Tax privacy is harsher action with suspected rebels. Yeah, that works. Now what do we do? So here, Julie, known for having doubtful opinions of the government, went to community college or loyalist supporter, lives in the Western Districts, lives with a disabled brother, went to private college. No college education, lives by the Eastern factories, opposed the loyalists before they came into power. Lives by the Eastern factories, married, went to community college.
So I suspect if we think it's going to be more loyalist, we give it to somebody that has loyalist leanings.
Yeah.
They'll be more apt to publish it.
So we'll give her, yeah, so she's slightly loyalist, so let's give her that. What else do we have? The Public Culture Bill has been passed. The Public Culture Bill, the government presented last year, has today been, I want to grammatically fix this so that we're not putting a comma between the subject and the verb. But whatever. The purpose of the bill is to stop the creation and distribution of incorrect and improper content. It will force independent media outlets to either shut down or join the new government-funded union called the Loyalist News and Media Association.
So that last one seems like the subversive sentence there.
Yes, and then as forces independent media outlets to shut down. Well, let's take this one unvarnished and give it to our rebel guy just to see what happens. So Frank.
Actually, there's a sentence in there that seemed kind of pro-loyalist. You could censor that out.
Oh, really?
Maybe the second one. Because that's the stated purpose.
That's
of the
true.
bill, right?
That's true. Okay, here we go. Frank is our rebel, right? He's our most rebellious. Sent to print. Oh wait.
Oh,
No, let's hand them the
articles?
tutorials. Yeah, this seems fine. Why don't you print our tutorial article, Phil? And and Julie, how about you do this one? Great.
Today in the news, tutorial.
You know, I've never been a big fan of the Loyalist government, but the Public Culture Bill is even worse than I expected. Don't blame it on the government, blame it on yellow journalism and the blatant lies that some newspapers post these days. There's nothing good about a misinformed public. Well, yeah, sure, but do you realize how much power the government will have over the media with this? I agree with Frank on this one. I can't see how the Public Culture Bill would be beneficial for anyone but the government. Well, media outlets like ourselves have a scary amount of power over people's opinions. But on the other hand, I don't think giving the power to the government is a great idea either. Week 1.
So that was week 0. So I don't know if that...
That might not even counted, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so our popularity... So these places have different... Okay, so these guys are... Wait,
Are loyalist.
Yes, they're super loyalists. They didn't like it. These guys... So nobody goes full rebel yet.
Wait, is that rebel on the right, or is that...
I think rebel
Because
is
that's
right.
the wing thing is the symbol of loyalist.
Yes.
right?
Okay. Yeah. So places that are more loyalist did so our paper came across as pretty rebellious. So.
Turn down the game volume.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. Let me know if that's okay. I just attempted to turn it down. Oh hey, Gameware Nuke is back. Nice to see you. Thanks for coming back, Gameware. I met him yesterday. I was watching us play The Witness. So this bar illustrates our sales. Okay, that's good. Light bar illustrates how many of those papers are sold. The more you sell, the more popular you get. The more popular you get, the more papers you can distribute. People's opinions will affect your sales, and a good selling paper will affect people's opinions. So, okay. I can't decide whether I think that our popularity will affect their opinions more, or their opinions will affect our popularity more?
It's probably both.
Kind of, yeah. It's
probably
like
both.
it's a weird feedback loop or something. So
It's like the real media.
the loyalists' suspicion got worse. Total popularity got better. You've got mail. There's nothing more heartbreaking than a misguided public. In a world controlled by the media, the loyalist government will stop at nothing to protect the people from frivolous lies and irresponsible gossip. Public culture bill is for your protection. Excellent. Oh, so now I've got enough articles I can deny stuff entirely. So you gotta decide which ones are going to be most interesting.
So we could just publish frivolous nonsense.
And be incredibly popular, probably.
That's probably
Movie
true.
star and minor car accident. Actually, let's go to the ones we think are most interesting first.
10 ways you're doing something wrong.
Oh,
That's really important.
News at 11. Yeah, story 11. So, man attacks police officer. This seems interesting. Man attacks police officer. One teenager was caught writing rebel messages on walls close to Liberty Square. A police officer witnessed the act and intervened by tackling the teenager. The arrest was interrupted by a passerby who pulled the officer away from the teenager. Both the man and the teenager were arrested when the officer's partner arrived on the scene. Man defends teenager, police officer presses charges. Man attacks police officer is a more attractive thing. Like, it's gonna get, people will read that article more.
That's more loyalist, though. Too.
It is definitely more loyalist. Witness the act and technically. So, can we make it like just nonsensical by like removing the first description of the man?
Or the teenager. It just starts with a police officer.
Witness the act. Yeah, so let's let our loyalist guy publish a loyalist article.
Or maybe it should be the other way around. Like you make your rebel guy
Oh, like-
loyalist
like-
stuff to
like
kind of
ma-
tone down his suspicion level.
Oh, interesting. Like make the. Oh yeah, they do have some suspicion on it. That's true.
Yeah, so Frank is halfway to suspicious.
Well, let's. Okay, yeah. Let's
But
get Frank though.
that'll probably drop his comfort.
Yeah. Well, okay. We'll see what happens there. It's kind of like yeah. Police car set on fire in the southern docks. Yes. Set on fire. The fire was quickly put out by the officers who had temporarily left the car. The officers received no injuries. Police have made no arrests, so that suspect a local rebel group to be involved. Pyromaniacs. Okay, if we don't blame the rebels and say it's the pyromaniac, it's just. I mean, it's not particularly loyalist, and so we can feel a little bit better about that. And it's more inflammatory. Oh, yeah.
Way to go, Geoffrey.
Okay, Julie's got the pyromaniac story. Okay, this one's extremely.
An enemy chairman wants to force propaganda onto the press.
Or movie star in minor car accidents. Okay, let's see. So, what does this look like? Last night, the LNMA chairman discussed his upcoming plans for Westport's press. In the plan, the chairman stated that he wanted to introduce mandatory public information slots. These slots will be used by the government to spread important information to the public. The chairman means that this will keep the public well informed at all times.
Hi guys. This seems like a fun newspaper
Brian's
simulator.
Yeah. Hey, Brian.
Somebody who haven't seen me in a while. Haven't died.
So okay. So we could. So I don't. Let's see here.
Boy.
So important information to the public. Mandatory. So basically, we could kill these last two to make it just kind of a rebel article, and keep that there to be horrible, horrible rebels. Or we could. So do you want to do a rebel article or a loyalist article here?
I still don't know. Like nothing in this
Yeah,
game has made me feel compelled one way or the other.
Let's go full rebel on this one.
Does it automatically generate the title based on the
So
missions
yes,
you
we
make?
can toggle. No.
You can toggle like
toggle
inflammatory versus
Okay.
whatever different. They provide you with different options.
But you pick an intent.
So this guy's loyalist. This guy's okay. So the people I have left are actually my more loyalist guys. So she's on the border. Let's see how she feels about.
Yeah, she's pretty neutral.
Please, sir, I just cannot bring my.
Oh.
Wow. So she can't be forced to do this
Oh
article?
no, she can be forced. It's just she'll really hate it. So okay, so what if?
Is there a penalty of finding that out? Or do you get to get that information and then make edits and just go forever?
So let's let's give her. But she will take this one.
Wow. Welcome to the club, Drac.
And let's see here. Let's do a crappy movie star article. Renowned movie star Harold Finn suffered an accident yesterday by crashing his car into a streetlight. The accident resulted in some dents to the front of the car. The streetlight was knocked down. Mr. Finn left unscathed by the accident.
I like you could omit that.
Is mine use that? Oh, okay. So that's a better, more attention-grabbing thing.
Yeah, I'd say so.
This feels almost like a puzzle.
Yeah, so Phil, my loyalist guy, you get to publish this crappy article. And send to print. How does this go?
So is this like a turn-based cycle where you send out a thing and...
Yeah, like
watch
12
the
weeks.
questions?
I'm really disappointed in our editor. Why is that? Criminalizing moral courage. Well, officers violently act however they want. How could I not be? So the first article we didn't see was one about a police officer like brutally attacking a teenager who was doing graffiti on the wall, and then somebody tries to save the teenager, and we skewed the article in favor of the cop instead of in favor of the man who intervened. And yeah.
So it's just backing up the police state being right.
So obviously a rebel supporter attacking men in the logs to stop the spread of rebel propaganda. So these guys, so interesting. So they've got, reaction. Probably there's a lot of different articles we could have posted they would have had reactions to. So that's interesting.
And that was mostly on week 0 that they were talking, right?
Yeah. Okay, so the Western districts. So Eastern factories weren't that thrilled.
So the Southern docks have been pushed into rebel.
Oh, they're more rebel-y now.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I think the North has gotten more loyalist.
So are you influencing them by your articles, but also having to like...
Entirely clear.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. Like, hey, did we?
It feels kind of chicken.
Was one
and
of our
egg.
articles about the Western districts? Let's pay attention to that. This
Maybe
time.
different subject matter has different like percent relevance to each area, and so a loyalist article about the West will make the West more loyalist, etc.
So we've lost popularity.
Yeah, and we gained suspicion. But public opinion moved in favor of the rebels. So we got mail.
Uh-oh, that looks official.
We got a lot of mail.
I like that different mail looks different.
Most respected editor, I'm contacting you as the agent of renowned movie star Harold Finn. I read one of your articles last week and it was an error. Mr. Finn did not leave the crash site in question without a scratch. He is not a superhuman, and claiming he would be outrageous. He received a bruise on his left knee. He might not affect his ability to walk, but sure blurred quite a bit.
Oh, his poor left knee.
That might be
Oh.
like the smallest consequence possible for that.
Yeah, should we print a retraction though? One of your employees, Frank, has recently written quite a few questionable articles for your paper. Seeks you to show your people proper discipline in order to prevent events such as these.
The regarded employee has a history. They're talking about one specific employee.
Yeah, so it's not you, it's this guy.
As a tyrant grows, there's a need for civil disobedience. Join the rebellion today. And you're probably aware by now, we're finally able to stop the notorious Northern Herald from spreading their lies to the public. We're also forced to shut down their affiliated marketing agency. So happens your paper, the Westport Independent, use the same agency. That means that from now on you'll have to take care of advertising yourselves. Additionally, because of your affiliation with the perpetrators, we'll be keeping a close eye on you for the time being.
We would like to inform you that we're...
So do we decide, so how do we choose what advertising to put in? So Frank was the one, so he is the rebel guy, and they're very
Yeah,
suspicious.
and
We
he's
tried to
close.
give him a loyalist article. Like, we gave him a loyalist article on purpose.
Did he not do it?
And apparently they didn't, they're still more suspicious of him, so I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what we did. Like, we gave him the cop article.
Can you give him stuff with
Like the
no
graffiti
political-
article.
Oh, and that's why he was complaining about it in the lunchroom.
Yeah,
Right.
he was really mad about it, but so interesting. We consciously tried to, game where this I think every character in this game is shady. I think the entire thing is like everybody's kind of out for their own interests, and I'm not quite sure who to trust. Okay, so bar brawl in Western districts specifically. Northern Herald shuts its doors. Police officer charged with misconduct. Confidence in the police grows. New law for illegal workers. Okay, so let's specifically do one of the Western districts. 6 people, according to testimony, were all heavily intoxicated. Knives and broken bottles were used for the soon stopped after police arrived who arrested the
It
offender.
all seems pretty straightforward to me. No.
Dangerous drunken brawl.
Dangerous drunken brawl.
I mean, this is how do you want to paint the Western districts to everybody else? Do you want it to
That's
seem
true.
violent?
Yeah,
To
that's true.
seem... I mean, for what it's worth, if you drop out the knives and broken bottles but leave the cops, it feels like this is a place with a good police force. I mean, hell, if you drop out the militia, there was a fight, a cop stopped it. It's like, good job, police. The West is safe. If you do the opposite, it's like, what an anarchic, terrible.
You would almost need to cut out the two middle.
Yeah, but you just do a fight in the cops and do everything else
Yeah.
out, and it sounds positive. Or you do the opposite, and it sounds chaotic as hell.
So we'll say Western District's up here, and say it here, and say it's safe. See what happens. Somebody who's mildly...
Does it say where they live, any of them? Lives in the Western districts.
Oh. Let's do that. Proceed to layout. So we're going to do the advertising, I think, there.
Interesting. So this is how they do more mechanics. It's like an event takes place, now you have to do this thing.
How much you want to emphasize a particular article.
Sure. I mean, hopefully you get to choose who you advertise. That's going to affect stuff as well.
So the Northern Herald shuts its doors seems like it's a big deal.
Like, addressing that at all is going to cause suspicion, but not addressing it might cause more.
You know what? I'm all for totally pissing off Harold Finn. I'm not worried about him. I would cut that last line and leave the super inflammatory title.
This guy. He doesn't need to be.
So how about
Julie?
the guy?
Wait.
Leave him to Frank, because they're super suspicious of him, and this has nothing to do with anything.
I think that's the way to go. Have him just only get crap articles.
Let's see, at least see if the suspicion calms down. So I'm really interested in this. So, new law to combat illegal workers, or government revokes employment for people born outside of Westport. So whether you so this is basically undocumented immigrants versus illegal aliens.
Right.
Today, Parliament passed a new law to combat the rise of illegal immigration. It requires all workers to supply a Westport social security number before being hired. Workers will also be charged for employing refugees or citizens lacking citizenship.
Can you publish all of it and get a relatively neutral spin? Is that even an option?
You still have to pick a title.
I see. The title's going to be bent either way.
If we don't, so obviously this makes no sense, like cutting off the first paragraph,
Right.
but I'm just cutting out the reference to illegal immigration
Now I would
to
assume
make it a positive.
the fact that you have writers means that you are handing the bullet points to their writers and they're turning that to a form.
Yes.
So
Here's what I need you to cover.
So Julie is mildly rebel. Give that to.
oh.
Oh, I thought it was being helpful. What does she not like about
Is she
it?
scared of repercussions? Is that a thing?
We tried to make it anti-government.
Slightly rebellious, right?
Yeah. Interesting. Well, let's give it to. I mean, let's see if Anne because Anne is she's the one who's more loyalist. So let's give it to Anne.
I think you can just drag it straight to the point.
That is what I meant to do. It's just
Fine.
no one will do it. Okay.
Is it the super inflammatory
Maybe change the title.
title?
Well, let's see if we get rid of that where I said Parliament passed a new law. Will Julie take it now?
Yeah.
She'll take it now that I'm not eliminating the words illegal immigration. Interesting. That's strange. Police officer charged with misconduct. Followers executed and arrested, blah, blah, blah. She's only 15 years old. Holy crap.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, you know what?
Wow. Okay.
Okay, screw you.
Did you force her?
Yes. Because I want this article in there, and given life, refusing to kill teenagers. I want to give this to my rebellious one.
Well, your super rebel is Frank, right?
Yeah,
This
that's
will-
true.
you'll-
I'm trying to protect Frank, but I'll give it to my next.
I was gonna say Frank will get shot if he publishes this.
Yeah, found guilty of gross misconduct and was charged for refusing to follow.
I would say you'd leave all that in.
Yeah, leave all that in.
Just the story as is.
Oh, Julie will
good.
do it.
All right, pick articles from here, drag them to empty page in the paper. So okay, we decide what we start with, and we see
So
how
you
it's
can,
being evaluated. So.
Multiply out the relative impact of each article.
Right.
So yeah, well, this is the most important article as far as I'm concerned. right half of the paper to turn.
That'll sell a lot of papers.
So I wonder.
I think I like this game. I heard a lot of like mediocre feedback, but I like what I see so far.
Well, there's a lot of mechanics. There's a lot of things going
Farmall,
on.
Western Districts.
The complaint I have so far is that it's really hard to tell what's impacting what.
Yeah.
Like you're seeing the results, but never the cause and effect. Map.
Right. Yeah.
Marketing. So try to decide to change your marketing focus between the different districts.
Oh, interesting. So is it like?
Okay, so these guys.
Prefer celebrity and industry.
So we've got a high crime one, kind of low celebrity. So so these guys care about crime, celebrity. Okay, so we've got a high crime and high societal one. So probably these guys will not care about this paper.
So maybe advertising to them the most.
See, I would assume we'd want.
Do you want to double down on your strengths, or do you want to cover up your weaknesses?
I kind of feel like doubling down on my strengths, but. So I'm assuming that I should fill this up, right? Like. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Let's.
Oh, it's like rebranding your newspaper based on what you're choosing.
Oh.
So it's like, this is what that paper would look like if this is the way you want to split it.
Societal news.
Every morning, every day.
Okay, so let's try marketing heavily to people that we don't think will entertain, and also marketing heavily to people we do think will entertain, and see what the difference is. Publish. Hey there, Moprats. Excuse me. I had to get up early to get back some money from borrowed, so we paid my rent. I left it so early in the morning. Well, he works at one of the Rumavall factories, and his shift begins very early. I don't have to work there. Survive somehow. Personally, very happy. I can stay out of the factories. So I've been ignoring the Ramavall articles entirely.
It's true.
So they care about it though, so that's interesting.
So I would assume we're gonna get some hate.
Thanks, GameWare.
Gonna get some hate here.
Okay, so
That did increase the popularity.
yeah, but yeah, I just can't figure out.
Like, you have to pick a strategy. And it's hard to do that without getting any sort of information back about the results of your choices.
Yeah, it's hard to tell exactly what's causing stuff.
Yeah.
The South is almost all the way rebel at this point.
Yeah, I think this is part of the game.
Loyalists are very suspicious of us. Piper's getting more popular. People are pushing Rebel.
I wonder if there's a certain level of popularity that makes you immune. Like you're so popular they don't dare
They
take you
can't
down.
do it. Maybe that's what the goal is.
Yeah. If you get your
Proper
popularity all the way to
informant
100.
killed in fire.
Actually, I think what you want is to get your popularity all the way to 100 and then get them to SWAT team you, and then have that be the spark for the rebellion. I think that's actually how you would do it.
That might be it. That might be it.
Burglar apprehended in Northern District. So we got Northern Districts that usually care about crime, but this is in the Northern District, so I
So
don't
is
know.
the northern suburbs?
New cafe.
I'm surprised you got no mail this week.
Yeah.
That's suspicious.
Movie star FedEx new cafe to bask in his glory.
Wow.
Yeah, keep bashing
That's
her.
awesome.
Let's keep turning it.
Sure, now movie star element. My paintings and after even the menus inspired by the star of dishes named after his movies. Nobody fit himself.
If you cut the second one and it's the most making fun of him, it comes on TV. Because that one's like, he's got some stuff going on here.
Frank.
Frank just goes from being your rebel to your nonsense article smokescreen guy.
Here you go, Frank. Go for that.
And he's fine with that, apparently.
Yeah. New committee to monitor devious content in comic books. Today's government announced the formation of a new committee to monitor comic books. So the nation's youth are exposed only to wholesome content. So the vulgarity of those dubious reviews will be targeted. They arse praises these actions, looking forward to seeing more responsible.
I was gonna say, can we kill that just so it sounds really... Yeah.
Government censors comic books.
Here you go, Julie.
Julie's fine with that.
Yep.
So government informant killed in fire seems like the most inflammatory.
Oh yeah.
No pun intended.
That's true. Are we only going to say that about fire-related articles?
This seems to happen a lot.
Hey, Zarnathium. Yes, Zarnathium's scared to watch this because He watched me play The Witness this morning and went and bought it as a result. So,
This one's cheaper.
Brave Patriot Murder and Terrorist Plot.
Wow. Wait, what exactly is the alternative?
So,
Okay. Wow.
last night a fire broke out in the middle of the Eastern District, home of Rob Greddy. The cause of the fire is still unknown, but neither Greddy nor his family survived.
Oh.
Greddy was an ex-rebel who provided government vital information. So there we go.
Oh, you're gonna do like the
Oh yeah,
Super
super
loyalist.
loyalist, Phil. There you go. I really have no strategy here at all.
I mean, for what it's worth, like shotgunning it might work. Like it depends on how they add stuff up.
So do you want to be paranoid about fluoride? Do we want to do crime in the Northern District?
I guess, do you want to be a paper?
Oh, let's be anti-vaxxers.
Oh god.
Great.
Let's pay poor funding.
Oh no, so it's elementary funding.
They have to number 6 offensive with the measles, ambulance really dispatched, ambulance obtained.
Nope.
The school claims it to be isolated, isn't it not presented over the current hygienic state?
Nope.
Yes,
Paranoia.
their budget can manage.
No money. Kids are sick. Best we can do.
Okay, so as a so this is, he's a loyalist. and-
Slightly loyalist.
Let's do it. All right. So, Brave Patriot Murder and Terrorist Plot, or government censors comic books. Let's lead with Brave Patriots.
And then everything inside is just mega rebel.
Yeah. Government censors comic books. Pointless epidemic. It's all societal news. And then some celebrity stuff. Okay, so these guys love societal news and they're super rebel. But they might hate our front article. So, but let's...
Gritty news for the gritty sailor.
Wow.
The gritty sailor? So, there's a lot of societal here. These guys like societal.
Well, Prince would like to know if your kids are still barking.
Nope, it's all poop.
Normal, actually.
Geoffrey has a very positive outlook on it.
Yeah, so Westport already kind of likes us. I mean, Western likes us. Let's see if we can market to them less and still do well there. I went to an interview yesterday. Looking for translators in at Western Publishing. Didn't seem to go badly and the pay's decent. You're already planning to leave? Why not? We're gonna get closed down in a couple weeks anyway. Gal's gotta eat.
Oh gosh.
You really think that'll last? You know they're already talking about closing the borders. It'll only be a matter of time. Now what do you do then, Frank? What exactly is your plan B? I don't know. The plant, maybe? They're always looking for people, maybe the docks? Truth be told, they never really thought it through. Always expected I'd stay here. Yeah, me too, but a gal's gotta eat.
So they are convinced that you've already crossed the Rubicon and that they're going to get shut down.
I guess so. Okay,
Ooh.
we still did okay in Westport.
I think we dropped off in the north.
Yeah, I think we just weren't selling what
Enough
they
celebrity
wanted.
crap.
The South loves us though. Suspicion got worse. Total popularity went down slightly, okay. And
basically-
only
So
plus
that was
one
pretty
rebel.
neutral.
Almost nothing happened.
Yeah.
So if you do an even split of articles on both sides, it will just not make a difference. So you
Yeah. Oh, I've got mail.
have to commit.
Join the president's birthday celebration. Join us at the parade at Liberty Square.
Getting a lot of Hunger Games vibes from that.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Mercury found in fish from the southern docks. 10 people reported still missing.
Wait, can we turn that one into like police are now military armed? They
Wait, which one?
improved equipment for Westport Police. Can we turn that into like cops brandish assault weapons?
Slash's budget.
that's amazing.
It's not much to militarize police. The Orient has a new set of policies for police. If police fall, the people are left defenseless.
Cut it.
We can't allow it to
Military
happen.
grade equipment.
To afford the several existing social benefit programs will be slashed. Alright, so
Should we just throw Frank under the bus and see if
Yeah.
the cops grab him or something?
Julie's got a lot of room still. She can.
Ow.
What's going on here? So 10 people reported missing, still no trace. Victims were all suspected members of a small rebel group in the southern docks. Police claim investigations are ongoing, but decline further comments. Sign of a potential kidnapping case.
It's kind of love this
super
as like
anti-cops, this paper.
this is like bias simulator. It's fascinating.
So we could make it a little more palatable that way. Now, let's see what else there is. Local factory hires scabs.
That should help you out in the Eastern District.
Rebel assaults Paperboy, burns a news shipment.
Oh
Paper delivery for the Eastern Journal was interrupted by a group of masked figures. The returning being was overpowered, assaulted, that vandalized parade, class traitors and loyalist dogs. The Journal recently had a policy change.
Wait, we did?
shit. This is not you. This is the Eastern Journal.
The Eastern Journal.
That's what interesting. So this
Would be bad-mouthing their paper.
Yeah, and bad-mouthing the rebels. The people fight back against censorship and lies. That's bad-mouthing their paper. So let's not say he was assaulted. The mass figures. So, like, anything that makes him sound terrible?
Yeah.
Let's see, okay. Will she do it?
She'll do it.
Wow. Okay.
Alright. Yeah, sometimes I'm not quite sure we're seeing what the designers are seeing in this. Preparations for the president's birthday are in full swing.
I think that has a really
true
interesting
story.
alternate title.
Ooh, there you go. It's like Kim Jong-il.
Basically.
President's new biography, The Will and Perseverance.
Oh no, this is being broadcast. I think I was just banned from North Korea.
Literally how that
pretty
works.
sure. I'm pretty
That's it,
sure.
I'm done.
There's a couple dudes over there watching
Twitch is
7-person
banned
Twitch
from
streams.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was interesting. I once saw. I watched a series of like YouTube videos that were Koreans reacting to things, like South Koreans reacting to things, and there was one that was they reacting to the interview, and they were all and it was interesting because they were all like they were asked the question like would you go to this movie, or would you be involved in a movie like this, and they were all like suddenly just immediately just like terrified, like no, there's North Korean spies here, I don't want to be branded as like they were all actually scared to talk on the YouTube video about Kim Jong-il, about the movie, about anything, and I was like, holy crap.
I heard we literally airdropped copies in.
Oh really?
Like somebody somewhere did like a flyover and just like dropped off a bunch of.
That's crazy. Okay, so anyway, it's credit for several before they by his predecessors. Let's go Super Rebel this time, see what happens.
Cut out the second line then.
Yeah, he released his biography. People have doubts. It allows him to rewrite history.
I don't know if Phil won't do it.
I mean, you could finally get Frank shot.
So okay, Frank just can't take it anymore. He's gonna write that. And then Mercury found in fish, preparations, okay. Lively as ever.
Well, the costs, there you go.
If you want to have like innocent celebrity crap, you could nuke everything about the costs and then just have this be your smokescreen.
So I wonder.
Or we could just double down.
I wonder if he will do this one. If my super loyalist will do this one.
He will?
He will.
Okay.
So interesting. Okay, so proceed to layout. People fight back.
It's censorship and lies. Oh man. Wow. You're gonna get shot, Geoffrey.
All right.
Good shot.
Government slashes. The birthday costs a lot of money, and improves upon his own past.
Look at your societal rating.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
Off the charts.
Wow.
So these guys are gonna love it. Crime and celebrity. These guys are gonna like
I bet
it. These
this
guys
works.
are gonna like it.
Did you guys play Game Dev? Or not Game Dev Story, there was the other one by Greenbird. They had a hype mechanic.
If it has story in the title, I have not played it.
One of them was actually good.
How do you plan on spending your day during the president's birthday? I don't really know. I don't really plan on joining the celebration, so I guess I'll just stay at home. Me and my husband are taking my son to see the parade. I also plan on stopping by the parade. It's going to be held not too far from my apartment, after all.
See, that might be like he's gonna bomb it.
No, Phil was our loyalist, though.
Oh, gotcha.
7 weeks left.
What is the public culture bill?
But that's the thing that's good to close all newspapers that are not loyalists.
Okay, so that's like the sword of Damocles for the game.
Wow. South.
South loves us. These guys do not give a crap.
Is this just a spectrum from like hoity-toity bourgeois
Yeah,
to like
I think so, yeah.
maximum like wage slavery?
So.
Suspicion.
So far, suspicion and popularity have gone almost hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta make some noise to get people to read.
people's public opinion, though, is about to cross over the line there. Got mail from the government. One of the employees, Julie, has last week created content for paper that is skillfully described as disloyal, frivolous behavior, naive, mindlessly taught the position she's in. Fall on both your heads.
All right, so now Julie has to get all the.
Julie's suspicion is high. Frank's is high. Ann's is high. Phil's is great. So we might need to go. Okay, maybe we should just go all celebrity this time and like cool off a little bit and get some northern guys in there. Maybe I don't know.
I think like one article for your southern diehards.
Whoa.
And then, like,
Or
commercial
industrial. We haven't done any industrial stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, the industry stuff. Right.
Price of root vegetables affects the rise this year. Movie star. Eastern factories.
Because it's underground.
Celebrated
as well.
all over Westport. Okay, let's definitely do a movie star story. This under.
There we go. Yes. Yes. Let's take it to Harold Flynn.
The club has been suspected to be affiliated with the Vile Rags. The Vile Rags. I'm sorry. This is all pretty negative.
Done. Here you go, Julie. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, Frank's actually worse off than Julie still. Julie just crossed over a line. Is all. Okay. So industrial. Laid off. Let's see, lays off 400. Takes out financial issues on its employees.
Oof, what happens if we go after the industry?
Yeah, I don't know.
I imagine it's like a small loyalist hit because something, people with power, something.
Fascism.
Yeah.
Something.
It's nationalized industry almost.
Part of a bad financial year for Rumble. That's how the management taking any pay no comments received.
Are we streaming this on the Undead Labs as well, or just yours?
Oh, just mine. Yeah.
Okay. Gameware Nuke says Undead Labs are streaming as well.
Are we?
Oh, that's wait. They usually start at 1 on Wednesdays.
It's 12:45. Maybe they're
you
a
don't-
little bit early.
I'll bet
Yeah.
you they're warming up probably.
Maybe so. Yeah. So if it looks like we have lost some viewers though, so I guess maybe they started earlier today than
Yeah,
usual.
we're down to 2.
Yep. So well, good catch there. Let's see. I'm curious. It's basically just Gameware Nuke now. I guess did everyone just run over to watch?
Just right over to.
That's where I thought
Probably PSD.
those broadcasts are usually 1. That's one of the reasons we do this one at 12, so we're not interrupting that.
I'll bet they just turned it on early to make sure it's all working.
Oh, maybe so. All right. Well, anyway, let's wrap this up. So okay, yeah. So let's give this to Julie, and then let's see here. Employees go for new strategies for improving education at public colleges. Did you hear about that thing in Oklahoma, by the way?
Which thing?
There's a committee. So the headlines make it sound worse than it is. I think there was a committee within the legislature that basically approved a plan to quit doing AP history classes because they were not loyalist enough, basically. And basically to do no AP history classes in Oklahoma.
History is too biased.
Yeah.
You can't have it.
It was more than they said that the curriculum wasn't patriotic enough.
Sure.
That's terrible.
We
That's pretty
disagree
messed
with
up, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so a new
Don't raise the whole generation.
capitalizes on colleges while shutting the working class out of a proper education.
I feel you're reaching with that one.
Improvement of environment education. Government will also greatly increase the cost of tuition throughout Westport.
So say if you want to axe the last one, you'll probably gain some points back with the government.
This is definitely a Phil-style article. And then
What are we streaming right now?
some more celebrity stuff.
We're streaming a spreadsheet. Oh, it's Bowl of Decay.
I
We're streaming.
think I made
gotcha.
that spreadsheet.
Presidents. Gameware we usually stream for about an hour, so we'll do it from noon to 1 Pacific time. This morning I actually got here super early in the morning, so I streamed a little bit in the morning too. But yeah, it's usually noon to 1, unless something weird happens, like we have a late meeting or something. So that could throw us off, but it's pretty regular around this time. The riots. Let's see here. So there were riots at the president's birthday.
If you kill the parades and change the title,
Protests on the president's birthday.
this becomes a different article entirely.
So I wonder if Anne will do it.
Yep.
She will. Great.
That might be a great
Proceed to layout.
Tetris.
So,
Celebrities first.
moves are parties of violent gang.
That's one thing you haven't done yet. And
That's
I
true.
want to see the cause and effect on the northern.
Industry.
Have you ever hit the marketing tab?
Yeah, that's what we do next.
You have to.
This one.
Oh, that's just
this.
okay. You're not like picking ads. You're just picking.
So let's try to increase our popularity here. And so these guys like industrial and societal, and so I haven't given them as much industrial, so these guys love us anyway.
So now you're just completely ignoring the West. So this is like a weighted random. This is a sum of weights. So if they dig a celebrity, this is also an opportunity to get them.
So let's see how this goes. Business seems to be going really bad over at Romaval. No kidding, one of my friends says it's complete chaos right now. Oh yeah, you have a friend working there, don't you? Did you manage to stay on? According to him, he avoided getting laid off by a hair. Let's hope things don't get worse over there.
I'll bet you that by making it obvious that Romaval is laying off everybody, or by talking the most about Romaval screwing up,
You're taking their stock.
Well, no, you foment rebellion, because unemployed are totally like the seed for that.
Wow, so we were more popular with the North.
Got way more popularity.
So the South like dropped off completely.
Well, the sales did, but the popularity almost didn't change.
Huh.
So yeah, zero popularity changes. They got slightly more suspicious. Nothing changed. Okay, but we've got more readers in the North now, which is so it's like we targeted the North, but we should probably go back to our normal thing.
We got another letter from Harold Flynn.
Nice.
All the workers
man.
in all industries. Something gone. So go back, but Frank's gone.
Frank's gonna die. He's not gonna.
Trust in numbers, not in government. Education is for the people. Government prints books at Liberty Square. Men shot during robbery by the Eastern factories.
Multiple
Cartoonists
industrial-
arrested for slander.
Ooh.
Please prevent attempted bombing. Strike.
Let's just talk up everybody who's not working at Romaval. I'll bet you that'll make the rebel opinion go higher.
So well, enough with treating us like dirt, say the workers.
Let's go super anti-Romaval.
Workers who went on strike yesterday in recent mass layoffs. Fired. No allowed all troops like slaves. Why should we go hungry and our bosses like fat princes? No words. That's the one that strike. Man, the whole thing is just all strike all the time.
Can you rehire people?
Oh, so no, you will write about the strike.
Poor
Man
Phil.
shot during robbery. Government burns books.
Prevents the spreading of rebel propaganda.
That was a universal people we've been at war with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been saying.
That wasn't even
Thank you.
specifically Nazis or Russians. That was everybody we've had to shoot.
Exactly. Also, Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's based on all those same things.
Right.
It's like, who are the Americans the most comfortable about losing? Yeah, some combination of the Soviets and the Germans.
So let's see here.
Underground masters of Westport's industry.
Okay, that's starting to sound like National Enquirer. Among suspected companies is Romaval. Wow. So you gotta go heavy into the south now. Or rather, where is Romaval? Do we know?
I think it's in the east.
Okay.
Yeah, the Eastern factories.
This
yeah.
must be the Romaval special.
So
Damn.
we're all industrial. So
Yup.
East and the North will care.
Will the South care at all? Yeah.
South is into crime. So these guys will care more though. So let's go.
I feel like you could replay this game a lot of different times and have papers that have different
I think
branding identities.
you would have to play it a bunch of different times to really surmise the cause and effect of different things that you're doing.
Yeah. So what was the date yesterday? How nice. How did it go? Well, it wasn't stood up at least. So what happened? Turned out she didn't think it was so much as a date. Apparently she had a boyfriend. She brought him along. Oh, that's harsh.
Sounds like
Really
dates
awkward.
I've
At least
been
I
on.
found letter on the way home. That's nice. That's
So that
weird.
screen to me is definitely defined as, look at what you've done. Frank is gone, and I
Yeah.
don't know if he'll be back. That feels to me like your health bar going down and your editor's leaving.
Interesting. Okay, so North liked us.
Wow.
So East was super into us.
Your popularity is also
dropped.
really high in the East.
Dropped popularity in the South.
So you might want to like re-up on the South.
Yeah, let's pump up the South a little because they've been our sort of mainstays. So
Wow.
Suspicious.
Oh, from the book burning.
Yeah, probably.
But also, anything anti-Romoval is probably in favor of the rebels. Also, yeah, plus 12 rebel is like the most plus rebel you've done in a while.
Yeah.
So the more you're like supporting the workers that are getting treated like crap.
Okay. So the article posted in your paper, the Westport Independent, it's liquor and offensive. That's the only sure we take adequate legal action to put you enough debt to last to your grandchildren.
Oof.
Wow.
So, finding is repulsive. This legal action.
So 2 from Romoval.
Wow. And it's interesting. So
Well, she has no history of disloyal behavior. Blah 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 blah.
yeah,
Since we're saying,
yeah, we've been. Oh man, they're super suspicious of Frank
oh,
now.
he's actually back though.
Yeah, he's back. He just took a week
We've
off.
got
I
to
thought
give
that
him
was
some
like-
kind of crap article.
Yeah.
Riots in the southern docks.
I'd say keep bashing Roman.
I'll say give Frank a puff piece, and then at least 2 anti-Romoval things, because there's so much that didn't be had.
I don't. I mean, I guess the
I
Westport
we
Theater.
we
is
wanted to go
only
grab the
puppies.
southern guys a little bit more,
So
right?
they want to
Yeah.
cover that somehow.
Riots in southern docks. Rioters assault police officers in the southern docks. All rioters in the docks smashed windows, set fire to trash cans. Quickly overpowered with the rioters. Ended after backup riot, 8 people were
So
arrested.
maybe cut the middle 2 to make
There
it
is
not sound so bad.
There was a riot. So that way you're covering it, but you're not fomenting revolt.
So okay, so the riot should be covered by.
Phil, if Phil will do it, he will do it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say you need like something with completely unloaded subject matter for your at-risk people.
So public interest.
So that's the puff piece, I think.
Yeah, that's like some random crap. The North will like that.
The theater company of Harriet. Like the IRS who protested immoral casting choices. They refer to the choice of casting men in the roles of Greta and Olivia. The theater is author's passing.
What's the alternative headline? Public outrage.
Moral casting of
And yeah, that's like. This feels more like taking a side, not taking a side. I only give you one side to take.
Yeah. So this seems like a loyalist thing, right? I mean, it's sort of got the stick up your butt position.
Yeah.
I think if you get rid of the R's point, you're no longer bashing the government.
that
You're not actively bashing, but you're basically saying public interest. You're basically, or
Well, I don't think so because it's saying it's a public interest group.
actually, I don't understand if ARRS is supposed to be a ACLU kind of public sector or private sector entity.
I'm not sure.
Police league.
Oh, witch hunt after bombing. Tragedy yesterday after bombing occurred, including probably several were injured. In response, police have brought several groups in for questioning. They claim having alibis. All of those is remaining in custody. Hey, Anne.
Is Anne Max?
Force.
How suspicious or how much suspicious?
She's probably my least suspicious of the people who are suspicious at all.
But she's still like over 70%.
Yeah, that's true. Haha. Romoval.
Gotta bash in Romoval. Easy.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if we want to get the South back. Okay. That's what I know. Men's
Yes. Yes.
Outsources to unknown country.
The source of the several guys that were shut down. Unemployment areas double over the last 3 years.
As is.
Here you go, Julie. See the layout. Riots. Abandons Westport.
Oh man.
You're gonna, I wonder what happens if you actually get sued by Romoval. Like that might be one of your failure criteria.
Maybe
You
so.
get sued out of existence.
Alright, so we've got societal crime. So we get no.
You're almost balanced on the 3 with a slight lead into the societal.
Yeah, so we were thinking of trying to get back our southern guys. Not much there for the north, so.
There's some industrial.
Anne, are you okay? You seem quieter than usual. I'm fine, just. Well, me and Michael had a bit of a fight last night. He was suggesting that perhaps I should stay at home after the paper shuts down and I can tell you how it won't work. I think it's in the factory for me to keep all 3 of us afloat. I know that feeling. I'm not sure how I'd make a living after this place either. So no offense, but if there's anybody here who has the least to worry about, it's you. You're all Mr. Moneybags compared to the rest of us with your inheritance. It's not that easy for me either. Sure, I
that's
can
why
only
you
survive it
do
for just a little bit. Most of it's already gone to John's medical bills. It's only a matter of time before I need to find something else.
That seemed pretty decent, all things considered.
All right, we only got a couple minutes left, so let's see what happened here, and we'll probably quit to go back to work.
Just read our mail.
Okay,
Hey,
so
there you go.
our attempt to grab these guys back worked, but yeah, these guys were not that interested. Overall popularity declined. They're super suspicious of us.
You're like borderline getting a shot.
You've got mail.
Oh no.
3 from the government?
Your paper.
Understanding
the
the
guidelines.
Impotence and reluctance.
Oh,
Whoa, they took Frank away.
I thought we gave him a puff piece.
Yeah, I guess we made it a little bit too.
It might have been like if you had anything in there, it was enough.
They took Annie.
What? We had no employees left. Excellent.
Is there any way to get more employees?
I don't think so.
Oh, I'm not touching the subject.
Celebrity crap. Like just completely ignore politics for a minute.
No, let's just commit suicide because
Yeah,
we're gonna
just
end
go all the
anyway.
way.
So,
I mean, explosions are probably loaded. There you go.
That's anti-rebel though.
Hey,
Are we going all anti-rebel? Or are we going to just?
let's go
suspicion?
full. Let's go full. Yeah, let's. Is there anything that's more?
There you go.
Minister against
There you go.
Culture.
Yeah.
Minister against culture. Just this week in appointment.
Nope.
Yeah, I would lose the last sentence.
In an event today, he addresses recent appointment. He is corrupt.
That's it.
Fuck that guy.
They're both gonna be like, "Are you sure?
Yeah.
You really
Force.
want me to do this?
You're gonna do it,
Die."
Phil.
Vandalism, probably.
What's the alternate title?
Rebel propaganda. That's anti-rebel also.
Something.
What about unemployment?
Started during the last
Yeah.
few years.
Yeah.
Force.
What's their comfort look like? Okay.
Actually not.
They're fairly comfortable. I wonder if they expect you to force more often.
I feel like forcing would just be like, if you force sequentially, it'll probably have like an exponential build-up. Those are the 2 articles in our single piece of paper today.
Down to 2.
Yeah, so we're gonna lose. Actually, you probably lose.
They probably had to write a lot of those scenes to deal with every combination of.
Or they just wrote them in a way where you could remove one person entirely and it seemed to be okay. Wow. I wish there was like a money earned component to this game.
So we probably didn't need to market to them as much actually, and we probably could have spent more money here.
Yeah, you also completely hosed in the West. And you're now at full suspicious. I think you're about to get shot.
Maybe so. But our popularity went up, rebel sentiment went up.
And now you die.
Oh
Shut
no!
down when they arrested him in charge of high treason.
Wow.
Nice.
So is there like a follow-up page where like the
Nope,
rebels
that's it.
win?
That's
This
it.
is back at the beginning.
That was the game.
Wow.
Good timing.
Yeah.
There we go.
Good company. In an hour.
Blaze of glory.
All right. Well, we will quit. So thanks for being here, GameWare. I think you're the last one left. Thanks for being here. And so that was the Westport Independent. Tomorrow we'll be playing Consortium. The sequel to Consortium's got a Kickstarter going on right now, and so I wanted to check out what the original was like and talk about that. So you guys are welcome to come if you like, if you're interested. It's kind of a Deus Ex-like run around and use your skills in open-ended sort of ways to, you
Shoot
know,
people.
I think
stuff
people
like
who
that.
make games
Okay.
describe games way different than people who don't make games.
Maybe, maybe so.
That could be.
Anyway, thank you for being here, and
Awkward sign off. Good.